And we're live! Hey everybody, it's time for more of Tangle Tower. I think I'm almost done with it, based on... I have all the evidence and I've talked to all the people, so I think I've got this puzzle to go, and unless there's a big second act that I'm not expecting, I think I'm... I actually have no idea. I still don't know who did it, right? Like, we still don't really have anything that says who did it. I have a guess, but we don't know who did it. So anyway, let's get going. Tangle Tower. Alright. Sitting kind of low. Scooch up there. Okay. Alright, I wasn't using a controller for this game. I don't know why I plugged it in. Oh, never mind. There's still one person whose secrets we haven't found, huh? Well, either way, I think we can solve this now. Let's take a look.
Let's try this again.
So we got all the funky shapes.
You know, I think we might be able to solve this now.
Yeah, me too, man. I know that. Okay, and the lips is this one, and the piano is... Huh? Is it none of these? That can't be it. Okay, there it is. And then the birds is this one. Eh?
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
What am I hearing? Oh, spooky door.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Well, let's go down. We gotta check out the basement of this fucking place. It's gotta be wild in there. Tangle Tower. Underneath. Laboratory. Oh wow, there's a lot of spooky shit in here. What the fuck is with all these giant bugs?
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
Like that golden beetle, perchance?
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
And it's all cracked on one side, too. Everything on this side is cracked.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
What's in there?
Let's find out, shall we? Whoa. None of these looks like the right beetle, does it?
It's a little diagram of a beetle, with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the
Yeah,
glass.
these beetles are fucked up and scary looking. What the hell?
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
Oh, these are... I was gonna click on that, but apparently that's nothing. Okay. That's weird. It's over here.
Glass tank. It's full of plants.
There's a layer of condensation on the inside.
Okay.
Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Oh, if it's
Is it
blue,
locked?
that's a good one.
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Oh, let's look closer. Oh, fuck, what?
Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Okay, so... Oh, no. What? Ah, fuck. Okay, hold on. Now, let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, these loop through each other? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, and these need to go up further. Oh, that's as far as it goes? Okay, oh shit. This is gonna be a tough one, gang. Okay, you know what? Let's start at the end, alright? Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Okay, so I need something that connects to there. And then... maybe... No, because that makes it all wonky. Can't do that. I'm guessing the layers on here must be set. Maybe it's... no, because it can't go any further in this. Unless it's one of these, which it probably is, now that I think about it. Oh, if they overlap. Okay, right, yes. It can't be that one, then.
Nothing.
I think we're trying to make a path between the key and lock symbols on either side.
No, I also think that, but I don't know what to do about it. So not just until they're in the correct position, whatever that means. Okay, here we go. That's something. Right, okay, good. And now the green one should slide over the top of that. Okay. Now what can slide in there to make this work, though, is the question. We're going, oh, right. Well, that doesn't help anybody. Unless we just need to make this a straight line, which I think makes sense. Okay, and then where does this connect? Well, that doesn't help. We're turning down for what help? No, it's not connected over here anymore. Wait a minute, what did I do? At what point was it connected? How did I fuck that up? Okay, it's gotta be like this, because otherwise it doesn't work. And there's not one that goes over here, is there? Oh, okay, hold on. Let's just put everything back to normal and we'll work from there, okay? So it's gotta be like this, because that's the only one that directly connects here. So this connects to what? Okay, that can't be it, because it doesn't work like that. I mean, it could be this, I guess, but then nothing will crisscross it. It would just make a dead end. So that can't be it. So I wonder if it will... Do I have to make a path, or will it go on places where it's not a path? Okay, if this is anything, it has to be like this. But that doesn't really do anything for me, which is weird. Well, I guess this could go like this, and then maybe this will do something. Yes, okay, like that. Or... Okay, it must be like this. It's the only thing that makes sense. So this goes underneath here. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. What about like that, maybe? And then this one must cut across there. Yeah, it has to be one of these that cuts across. There's no other way for it to work. Okay, and then what else can cross here? I don't think that makes sense there, though. So it must circle back down here, so then this must be like this. So then this must be like... No, because that... now that doesn't work. Okay. So if it's not like that, and it can't go any further than this... What's this green one do? Oh, the green one goes over the top, so maybe this fixes something. No, that won't be it. Oh shit, no, this one needs to be... Fuck, where was it? Oh no, I goofed up. Goofed up so bad. How did I do? I had this good before. How did I goof it? Wait a minute. How did I... What did I do wrong? Oh no. Okay, put everything back. We've got to start at blue, and we've got to end at blue. So it's got to be like one of these. Because those are the only way those connect. So this must be something here. The only thing that makes sense is this pink. Because it can't go anywhere else. Unless it is this pink, which would modify it, but then that cuts off the end of it. Or this pink, which also cuts off the end of it. Maybe... No, because then there's nothing that... Oh, hold on. Okay, I think I've got something here. So this connects to here. So that would have to be here, right? But then that doesn't connect anywhere else. Okay. Let's think this through again. So we got this, this, this. Oh, I can connect it with this one. Okay. And then this orange one, maybe, hopefully. Okay, that's still all connecting. That's good. I'm just kind of working under the assumption that this will eventually go the way I want it to. But I think that's wrong. I think that's a wrong assumption to be making. Oh my god.
I guess that's
The
wrong.
easiest part should be connecting the path to the two symbols at either end, since they don't move.
Yep, thank you for that hint. Yeah, those. So it has to be like that, at least to start. I mean, I feel like this has to move, right? And so it can only be like this or like this. And this way doesn't make any sense, so it has to be like that. So the green, is there any way that connects back? Yes, like this. Okay. Now, there's a gap here. Does the gap matter? If the gap doesn't matter, then we've got something here. Oh, hold on. Aha! Got to change the badge. Hello, mall guy. Yeah, I don't know. They're like little puzzle things, right? There's just little puzzle guys. Puzzle guys. Guys that make puzzles. Guys what make puzzles, they are. I got it!
No, that was it.
Hey!
Nice work.
That one was hard.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
I wasn't expecting to get more clues at this point. A folder containing research notes and diagrams. Oh, there's no G in diagrams, damn it. Ahem. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as-yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. I don't like that lake is in quotes. 3. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. So where is this in my research? Did it make a new page? Where'd that go? Oh, there's a second page of research. Shit, we're not as done as I thought we might be. I know there's no G in diagram. Well, okay. There's no second G in diagrams. You've got me there. Hello, Win. Thank you for correcting me. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Whose research is this?
I mean, it's probably Dr. What's-his-face's, right?
This is some seriously in-depth research.
Right?
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
It's true. Oh, do I have a part of research? Oh, it's the bug, the golden beetle portrait. Yeah. Number 4. It's marked like that, even.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Sell it? I don't know. Breed it? Breed more of them? The golden Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Correct.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite.
Hmm.
Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
That's
She
true.
might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture.
I also
There's
think
no
that.
way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
There's more down? There's a down further? Lowest level. What the fuck?
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Metal rod. Sleek but sturdy metal rod has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod is curved and a pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. I was gonna say the hand of a clock. That has a small loop in the back with a short length of red rope attached to it. Aha! This is what was used to stab Freya. That red rope connects to that reel we found. The metal is perfectly cleaned and polished.
So what's the photo?
Photo is of Freya and her dad? Oh no, it's of, what's her name? Fiona and her dad. And the birds. It's been framed but is slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. A metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
I do, actually. Let's look at some other stuff, though,
A
really quick.
single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
What do we got? Mistids of the Sea and Sky, a children's picture book. This looks very old. The ink tip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The silver snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The soul bearer, a crab with 3 differently sized claws. And the amphibia, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. There's our Pokemon stream Tuesday? Nah, I ended up doing Tangle Tower. Josh wasn't feeling it.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks. And a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Nothing else in here strikes me as important unless this is.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Unroll it. It's a map. Misted Mansion.
Misted Mansion. North side cross-section. Is it not Tangle Tower?
Tangle Tower. Before the
Oh,
towers?
this is before the towers. There weren't towers yet.
Storage.
It's Freya's room.
Right. There was a study here.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
Yeah,
How did we miss it?
we sure didn't. There was no way to get in there. I think the only thing in there was reverse 9/11. The only way to get in there was through the center, it looks like. But that's a lake and a fish tank.
The library.
None of this looks weird, is the thing. It's mostly
That's
that
the
study.
aviary. That's the room we're in now. It must be. It's not labeled as anything on these plans, though.
I think it already existed when this was made.
And then that's
It's
the
room
secret
above
lab.
us. The one we were just in.
The laboratory?
Yeah.
Rooftop
The
garden.
rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
Yeah. Interesting.
This seems pretty significant.
I agree.
Agreed.
An 11-9. Mansion is built. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center. Okay. Anything else significant in here? I don't see anything. Strange
This
photograph.
man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
He looks like, the man looks like that guy. Right? I don't think I have anything else with a picture of him in it. Man holding a sword.
That's not right.
Okay, what's on it? Do I have another picture of this guy someplace? I don't think I do. Case file. Where the fuck would it be? Something which depicts the man from the photograph. Oh, the statue, the other statues. There's this guy here. Yeah, him.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Must be Lord Fellow, right? Or would he be Lord Remington?
Lord Fellow.
Really?
Wait, no, hang on.
Felix made a little
Yeah.
model.
It makes
It was
sense
Lord
when you know
Remington?
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him
That was Flora's father, right.
Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
She kind of doesn't. That's how I was able to pick up who she was immediately.
Do these puddles worry you?
Why?
That's lake water, but it's indoors.
Ah, I see the point.
Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Yeah, this lake isn't a lake.
Where are we?
This lake cannot be a lake.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is
I
there a room down
concur.
here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty, though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe
There was
we're too
something here
late.
before.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall.
Right.
I want to find that last room.
I also want to find that last room. Is there anyone stopping us? Why is it dark now?
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
That's a good question.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Pull it, obviously. Oh, a ladder. How about that?
A ladder.
Want to go up?
Yes. Yes, I do. Tangle Tower. The Hidden Heart. The secret. Find your way into the secret room.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle, mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
Oh, there's a pickaxe that's not there. That's true.
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
Worm?
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton.
Yeah, and
You
this
can
looks like the
actually see its
this looks like the
insides.
mythical thingy.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3? You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
I do. Limbs of the creature in the robot clothes can be opened or closed.
I guess
I
that's...
don't think
what do
we
you mean?
have all the information we need in our case file.
Yeah, can I look at the case file? Oh, I hate that.
This crab really
That
wrote. Yeah, but I don't think I think I've seen it more recently.
Okay, let's see here. Case file, case file, case file. We have a picture of that crab in the children's book. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because I apparently can't open it. It's called the Soul Bearer, which is odd.
Is that a crab?
It's got
Also,
Okay. It was like this, and like that, and like this, and like that, and like this.
perfect.
It's exact a crossbow.
What's this?
something somebody didn't want us to find.
A crossbow. A crossbow. It's a crossbow. Was that tied up in the ceiling?
What is it?
It's a crossbow. What do you mean, what is
It's
it?
a
Let's look
wooden
around the rest of
inboard.
the room, though.
Hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Why is there a portrait of Hawkshaw here? Large central sheet of paper has been pinned to it. 4 lines have been drawn in the gap in the center. Oh, I think I can solve that one. That looks like Hawkshaw.
That's a bird skull. We're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it?
It's quite a big bird. What's over here?
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Certainly feels like it, doesn't it?
Complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Several pages have been ripped out, but a few remain. 5th ambassador located, finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works, perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom. Nice view. It's been mostly cleared out, but I have what I need. She got in. She was careful. Nothing was moved, but I know. It's time. Hawkshaw killed her. This is Hawkshaw's lab, or something.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Oh, shit!
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes, but yeah, there's something.
What the fuck? Burnt items, not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the red colored scraps of fabric are still visible. Among the ashes are several black buttons.
Someone's been using this room.
Yeah. Okay, hear me out. So, that crossbow that we just found? This reel thingy is a part of it, used to reel the arrow in, I think. The crossbow's there, and Hawkshaw's small lens was a scope for the crossbow. Okay, anything else in here?
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion. Photograph study would frame that shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 have been their face crudely covered with black ink. That's, yeah, okay, I recognized at least 2 of these. Or similar. Wow, they all look very much like the people we know.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
All right. Let me make sure there's nothing else here. Oh, that crossbow is this crossbow. Doy.
Crumpled up paper.
Is there anything written on any of it?
Not really. It's mostly blank.
How about that one?
Crumpled up.
Is there
Not
anything?
really. It's mostly
Big beetle.
centipede, millipede. How many legs has it got?
Too many.
Agreed. A scary amount.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah, they're on the inside.
I don't like that. It's fucking freaky as hell. Oh shit, I didn't even see that bear until just now.
Room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, let's look at some clues. Alright, the
I
study.
don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion.
Right?
But nowadays, it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
Yep.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Yeah, we've got some pieces here. This is that picture of Hawkshaw. Yep. And then this, 1, 2, and 3. There was something with some labels on it. I remember that. The photo of the painting.
The painting from Freya's room and those
I thought it looked
sketches.
familiar. That painting is of
Freya
Hawkshaw.
designed Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I feel like we're gonna get
I'm not
shot if we
sure.
do that fucking shit.
Still don't know what's really going on.
Okay, 5
Another
people.
photograph.
I have an idea
Their
about that
faces
one.
are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
At least one.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different.
Right.
And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now
I
that
also
look
thought
at
that.
it, I don't think it is him.
Maybe that's his father? Alright, and the weapon.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me.
Yeah,
I
there's
wanna
at
know
least
what
2
happened
pieces
to the
missing.
rest of it.
I know where
are
it
the other
is.
parts?
We found them already.
We found them already.
Yep. That right there is the small lens. That right there is the reel. And that right there is the metal rod.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh, no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon.
Right,
But that doesn't
yes.
mean we've solved the mystery.
Tangle Tower. The murder. Why is Sasha kind of built like a Pixar mom, though?
Time to solve
A little
this.
bit. She's great. Sally's great. I love Sally. Machinations of
Alright.
murder.
Break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Yep.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon.
Must
I'm
be.
sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
It was cleaned, obviously.
It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow.
Right.
Where was it fired from?
Above.
It was fired from above Freya.
Right, because we
Uh-huh.
saw the crack in the
Yeah,
ceiling
our
right above where
diagram
she
doesn't
fell
show
unconscious.
everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Right.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have
Doesn't?
missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Well, she was knocked
Yes.
down beforehand. Freya was already lying on
Freya
her
was
back.
already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
Gramophone.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
It was something. There was something in the
something in the
gramophone. Oh
gramophone.
fuck! The beetle was in there.
Something small.
That's gonna be our golden beetle for sure. It makes a loud ass noise.
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone.
Right.
Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't.
I'm
But I
just
think
speculating.
someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn.
The horn, it got
It's
cracked by the
pretty
beetle.
Similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw
Poppy.
Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused
Had
quite
to
a
have.
bit
It
of
broke a
damage,
lot
too.
of shit. Broke the glass where the painting was. Where's the glass?
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained
Yeah.
similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some
I don't
seriously
remember what it's
powerful
called.
vibration. Enough to crack metal. Enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one
me look
thing
it up
I
really
don't
quick.
get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
If we're knocked unconscious, they protected
They
themselves.
protected themselves.
Oh, they had Fitz's They've had Fitz's headphones.
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
Yeah,
I'm not
what
sure.
threatened it? That's a good question,
Maybe
actually.
Something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora
The
are both knocked
tune.
unconscious
Piano
by the
tune?
vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
Right?
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
No one's any the wiser.
That's it. There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Yeah, let's go there. There's a thing that just says... I looked it up. There's a thing that's just called Twitch pronouns. I don't know if that's it. I just Googled it. God, it's dark here now. What's up? What are we looking for? We never found that feather.
It's dark.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
The blood? That was on the press discovery. Blood, not paint.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Why? There's only one plant. Missing clue.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here.
There's another
The thing
plant.
we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here.
Yes.
In this room. Where'd it go?
That too. We never found it.
Never found it.
You sure about that?
Not entirely.
Okay, we
Flora's
didn't.
ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
We found it somewhere else. Did we? I don't know if we did. I don't remember finding a flower. We found it somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Did we? Oh, is this it? No. None of the feathers are from the ink dip bird, so it's not that. Oh, there it is.
We were a little too late to save it.
They
So
burnt
it was
it.
stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
That's a good point.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access?
That is an incredible question. It must have been somebody else then,
Final
right?
Clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
It's in the unfinished painting?
It's in the unfinished.
There's a second
painting.
plant.
It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she
There's another
finished it,
plant.
and then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it. But she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
Use the
We
crossbow
know
again
more
and
about
fail,
the
bring it up or
painting
not.
than what Freya
It was a
actually got
feather. I don't
down
know
on
if that would have
canvas.
worked, but... Yeah, let's look at that thing. I need that photo. Where is it? Portraits.
That's not it.
How did Freya show us her intentions for the painting? Well, there was a sketch, right?
That's not it.
Okay. What was it then? The damaged photo?
That's not it.
No. Okay, well, I'm just gonna click on shit then, I guess. Showed us her intentions for the painting. Was it the blood?
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need.
Right,
before
yes.
she started painting.
She always does that, yes. The red isn't actually paint because the ink dip feather was dropped by the ink dip bird. Something sitting in the window? Blood was dripped from onto the canvas. Stake with Freya. Ink dip feather, which Freya had lost.
The blood was going to be used to
that can't be
paint
it.
the ink dip feather, which Freya had lost. Nope.
That can't be it. Paint was added. The blood was added by the murderer, so the ink dip feather. There was something sitting on the window. There must have been. Oh, this yellow. The yellow paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window.
Paint was going to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
If it's something yellow that was in the window, it's this fucking thing. It's
That's
gotta
not
be.
it.
Okay, it's not. One of the birds? Did fucking everybody conspire to this? Oh, shit.
There she is. Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did. But she's a
Hawkshaw.
very good listener.
Hawkshaw, oh shit, I just realized her voice is the same as Flora's. Not Flora, the Penny. Penny is Hawkshaw. They're the same person.
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Yeah, that's Penny, isn't it? Oh, no, it isn't, actually. No, it is.
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
I'm gonna tie her fucking hands.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
I just need to know the truth.
I just need to know the truth.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed
I really
every
don't.
single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
She's lonely.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy, not one.
Nope. I did notice that.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yes.
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
Or why
than
why they'd all
I wanted to know
gone?
if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose, too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
The lab?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house.
Right.
It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end. The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through.
It
Eventually,
was just
I couldn't
that
take
fucking
it anymore.
furnace was on the other
I
side of
found
your
my
wall,
way
right?
in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then
That means somebody else had been
I
in
looked
there.
inside. Let's see how thorough you've been.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Mistids?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects,
Anything that got
amphibians,
affected by the
anything
water.
living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids, like
Cryptids, but
like
different.
Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
Was it the children's book? Right? Had to have been.
That's not it.
Okay. It wasn't then. Pennington is the answer to questions?
That's not right.
No. What the fuck did she find in there then? This thing?
That's not right.
No. Burnt items.
That's not right.
No. Okay, I'm glad it's not punishing me for not knowing. The notebook?
That's not right.
No. Well, shit. I'm not actually sure then. Oh, hey, I just heard that music in the background of this. Interesting, interesting, interesting. What the fuck did she find? Damaged tape?
That's not right.
No. Open letter?
That's not right.
I genuinely don't know what she's talking about then. What thing did you find? The bird book?
That's not right.
No. What did you find? Diary.
That's not right.
No. The damage. No, I checked that already. Was it something belonging to Freya?
That's not right.
Ah, I have no idea what you found. Did I miss something? The pin board.
That's not right.
No. Shit. The secret research. I think I already tried that.
That's not right.
No. The building plans.
That's not
no. Damaged photograph.
That's
no.
not right.
Group photo.
The 5 missing family members standing together as a single unit,
Aha.
calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
The thing you
So,
missed, Mola guy,
the
is
house
that
was
Penelope
renamed
was Hawkshaw the whole
From
time.
Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so.
And she definitely did
age
the
of
murder.
Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
Did
It
you
was tough.
kill them?
They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And what happened?
Did you kill
Why'd
them
you
all?
paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here.
Huh.
Most of them had left tracking escaped mystics. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up, but instead, I made a decision.
Lowly
There was only
entomologist.
one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
He had found the golden beetle.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure, but I theorized that he received it in the post.
In the post?
They
From who?
sent
Who
what?
can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step.
Right.
Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private
You
detective,
did
he
steal it.
jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Ah, well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On
Okay.
the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
Carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in.
It's the other 10.
Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord
Yeah, this was
Remington
built
and his wife built
above
a small
water.
structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you
Suddenly
saw
there's a
for
lake.
yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator.
Right.
However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay?
Why did you stay, and why did you
kill
why'd you
Freya?
murder Freya for no reason? Tangle Tower. The will of Freya Fellow.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Yes, I did.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare.
Oh
For all her
no.
vitality. I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she
Wouldn't know
couldn't
about
just
Wisconsinite.
walk away. For
Yeah.
quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly.
Oh yeah, she did
But
take a
in
lot of them and back into
I
her
think it
room.
was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower
Is because
is
of
that
her.
she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
That was her plan anyway, but something happened before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
Probably.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
You
But why hide in
bitch.
the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if
So
she
you had
could
to
be
knock her out.
unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while
Right.
you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take
You
your
could've
first
just left.
chance and leave?
You could have stolen our fucking boat.
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
The bird. Oh, fuck, no. Good lord. That's terrifying. They stole our boat. She stole our fucking boat.
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
That's not very
Both
long.
Fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fitz saved both of you, obviously.
Thanks, Fitz.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her. But
Oh.
who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her.
Aha.
Apparently,
They already
were
knew.
pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us because he liked Penny a lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What?
What?
Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check,
You were knocked unconscious for 14 minutes. You would have severe
Hang on.
brain damage. Yeah, I
Poppy,
bet.
Why do you have Penny's hat bird?
she left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary,
Aw.
by himself.
That's
Poor
sad.
little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
I have it.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No. I'm
No.
not.
Fuck that guy.
It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again. I think that's what she would have wanted.
All right. End of game. God, that was good. Oh, that is Faye. Huh. Ugh. That game was so good, though. Look at the little beetle go. Is that the end? I don't know. I'm gonna wait for the credits and see if there's anything else here. I mean, we solved it, but I mean, she got away, but we solved it. Seems sudden, yeah. That's why I'm wondering if there's a post-credits thing. I mean, like, I didn't think we were gonna chase her down or anything. That seemed kind of beyond the scope of the game. Co-funded by the European Union? I didn't know that. Goodbye, Beetle. Wee. All right, that was it. Oh, hold on, art gallery. Do these have anything? This clue is made up of multiple clues. Is there something in particular here? Windows, Grimoire. It said to click on the art gallery, but I don't know if there's anything in here in particular that I don't already know. You know? Bird book. Alright, well, that's it. Oh man, that was really good. Good ass mystery game. Stands for Super Flash players. They had to change the name to avoid illegal troubles. That's pretty good. Yep, so there's actually 2 other games like, there's 2 other games by the studio about Detective Grimoire, and there's another one coming out next year, and I'm definitely going to be playing that. I might try to play the older ones too, depending on how jank they are, because they didn't have this kind of like polish and art style from what I could tell. The art style was like completely different on the older games. It was actually completely different between the 2 of them as far as I could see. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. Well, I guess that gives me a little bit of a kind of a night off, sort of. Yeah, I kind of figured we were at the end there based on where I was at with the clues, but damn, that was good. I did not figure out that Hawkshaw thing until I heard her talk again, and then I went, oh shit. Well, I think it's because the first time I met Hawkshaw was before I had met Penny. How was she in 2 places at once? That's fucked up. Was she running back and forth when I wasn't paying attention? But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow for 13 Sentinels, and have a good night. This is a good game. Bye-bye.